Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. Today I've got a Suzuki Ignis Sport, which some of you will probably know what it is, and if you don't know what it is, you're probably thinking it looks a bit like a... Right, so this Suzuki Ignis Sport, I drove it a couple of weeks ago, and this is a car that I've been a bit curious about for a bit because of things that I've read online from Evo magazine and Pistonheads owners. People really rate these cars, and I was a bit like, why? Because, you know, you look at it and it's like, alright, it's a Suzuki Ignis, and it's, you know, a bit fatter and a bit wider, but it's not fast, is it? You look at the engine, it's 1.5 litre, yes, it's VVTi, but you know, it makes what, 120 horsepower or something?
Yeah, about 110.
110, right, so you know, it's what's the fuss about this car? What's good about it? Why do we want to be interested in it? Come and have a look inside. And the main thing that you spot inside, a nice logo there. You know I'm a bit of a Recaro fanboy, so see some Recaro seats in there. Yeah, the seats are nice, they're really comfortable. There's not that much adjustment on them, but what do you need? The seating position's a bit strange. I think I'm comfortable, but you know, I'm kind of sat quite up, and if I do try and sit normally, you can see my head's actually bigger than the seat. And I'm actually, if you come in and have a look, I've only got about an inch off the roof here. If I like try and sit up tall, you know. Not got a lot of room, but you feel fine in it. I mean, I'm 6'2" and I feel not too bad. I've got the seat all the way back. We won't go any further back, but where we are, we're all right. This doesn't change either. This steering column, it's not adjustable, so you're kind of stuck there. But once you're in, you're all right. Once you concentrate on the driving, it's fine. There's not a lot else going on inside. If you have a look, we've got electric windows and
all the mod cons.
Yeah, we've got some carbon fibre-ish trim. This reminds me of my Integra. The Integras have, like, you know, a fake carbon trim on the vents. So, you know, it's obviously got some Type R heritage going on here. Yeah, apart from the Recaro seats and the fake carbon trim, that's about all you've got in here. Got some pretty dense cup holders on both sides.
Deep pan.
The indicator stalks are on the wrong way, so...
No,
you know,
on the right way.
Well, they're on the Japanese way, so, you know, you're indicating with this side, and then you've got your wipers and stuff on that side.
Hanger right. That's the left.
That's
the left.
Not much else on the interior. Let's have a look under the engine. Under the bonnet.
I can look under the engine.
Just a quick note, look at the wheels. Now, do the wheels remind you of anything? Because although they're battered, so don't get too close, you really need to refurb these, you know, it wouldn't cost you that much. But they are just like UKDM Integra wheels, aren't they? Are they made by Enki as well?
I think so, yeah.
Because they do just like, they're exactly the same style. I wouldn't be surprised if it, you know, was actually the same wheel, just like a different stud pattern or something from Enki. So, what have we got under here?
Ooh.
Wow. Dual overhead cam, 16 valve. Really weird airbox. Little snorkel coming through here, look. And a cold air feed. Tiny battery.
That, actually.
A tiny battery. I don't know what this is, some kind of emissions stuff. So yeah, so 1.5 VVTi. What you're saying, about 110 horsepower?
Yep.
It sounds great though. When we go out for a drive, you'll hear it, and it really does sound aggressive when it's up the top. It sounds a bit lame
Fiat
down
Panda,
low.
Fiat
But
Panda. Friend.
yeah.
It's not the 100 brake.
Thanks to the lady in the Fiat Panda for letting us film in her drive, by the way.
It's not the 100 brake one, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're in the Yorkshire Dales-ish at the minute. We're have a look at the countryside. We thought there'd be no better place really to take this car out than on some nice little narrow twisty roads, as you know, it's what this car was kind of built for, and it does really do a good job at that. It's not really a motorway car or anything, it's just like a fun, to use an overused term, it's like a little fun B-roll blaster, I guess. But
I thought we should look in the boot.
for £1,000, that's what you paid for it, right, roughly?
Let's see if we can do us weekly shop. What the fans want.
Are we going full fifth gear?
What the fans want to know. Right.
Not a lot. There's a nice little tray here, look at that. That's nice. A nice little pop out tray, no bullshit, no shit to happen. Can you see if you can fit in, just for science?
Jesus.
Just
This is degrading.
yeah. Well, it's how they test cars, isn't it? By how many people they can get in.
There you go.
Nice, man. Yeah. Calvin Clinkers on. Good job. Right, you passed the test. So yeah, it's just a decent size boot. You're not going to get a lot in there, are you? But the seats fold flat, don't they? Is that right?
Yeah, they do.
Ish.
They actually do.
What's that doing?
Yeah,
Never mind.
Someone's tried wiring the
Oh,
speaker.
alright, it's gone to a different level as that one now.
No. It's got adjustments, so you can
Alright.
adjust it to what you want.
Nice. Such strange, like these Japanese cars always got little quirky things, haven't they? I'll give you that back. We've got budget tyres, haven't we?
budget.
185, 55, 15. So we've got little donut wheels.
Disby donut wheels.
Yeah. The tyres are really thin. Yeah, 185 section. Like, you just don't see that anymore on cars. Like even 116Ds have got like 225 tyres all around now. Because well, they're a lot heavier than this as well. Though. What's the weight of this? Like 900 kilos.
Yeah, about 950.
They're about 9. Yeah, no, I think they're less than that.
Yeah. Well, I put a few pounds on over Christmas, so I'm saying 950.
They're between 9 and 950 kilograms from the factory. You know, they're not a heavy car. We give it a shake. The shake test. Wow. See the...
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a Suzuki Ignis Sport. What more can I tell you? I think we need to go for a drive because there's a few things that, like I said earlier, you only really see when you're driving. You look at the car, you see it in a shopping centre car park, you'll think, you know, a bit of, what the fuck's this? It looks like a little boy racer mobile, doesn't it? But I guess this was the time of the boy racer. 2003, 2004 was the max power days, wasn't
when
it?
Cars were cars.
I've just remembered something funky about the Ignis. So you've got your fuel, your tachometer, and then your speedometer. And then you've got two little lights here. You've got a cold light to warn you when the car's cold, and then you've got a hot one to tell you when it's hot, but no gauge for you to see. So just that. Gearbox is the best way I can explain it, but if you don't know what a DC5 gearbox is, then it's just the closest of the K20 gearboxes. DC5.
It's weird going from a 525 to this.
Yeah, so Walter had an E39, which you might have seen me driving on Instagram a few weeks ago. Someone T-boned him, someone put a hit on him, and they tried to take him out. The E39 bit the bullet, unfortunately.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
See, I quite liked the E39, it's a nice car, but it was just a big old grandad bus. And it was an SE, wasn't it? Blue with like cream leather, proper grandad spec, but someone crashed into it, wrote the car off, so Walter needed a new car, and this is what he decided to go for. Ignis Sport. Well, yeah, I might have had some influence in the purchase.
It's not got the creature comforts of the 525.
No, the E39 was a bit nicer to be in on the motorway and stuff like that, but for roads like this,
it's ignited my youth.
Really?
Basically.
From the K11?
Yeah.
I don't know if we really want to bring up the K11.
Yeah, don't bring up the K11.
Ignis is you can have fun right up to the speed limit, which is good for me and my channel.
We have safe driving.
Yeah, safe. This is a Christian channel.
Yeah. Come by on the Lord.
Yeah, we don't want any.
We'll be singing
any negative attention.
We'll be singing hymns around the campfire later.
Third to fourth gear just reminds me of a DC5. It's really close. Like the revs are only dropping by a few hundred RPM. Fourth to fifth is like the revs drop by about 600 RPM. It's nothing. It's not. It must be terrible on the motorway.
I must admit, when you're on the motorway, it's just like being in a rattle box.
Yeah, buzzy. Rev out second, and then you can just take third, fourth and fifth as kind of one quick succession. Yeah, get rid of that flag.
Is this recorded?
So just smash it, just grab it.
Yeah, I think I did something.
Right, these are Ignis roads. This stretch isn't too long, but
it's a bit bumpy.
It is a bit bumpy, but you don't really feel it like you would in a... Like, all my cars are all polybushed and shit, so they're better on track, but there is shit on roads like this. This is just nice.
This is a rally spec.
It's a bit like a rally stage, really, that we're on. On this road here.
Yeah, wow.
God, that'd be a good one for the external camera.
I could literally get here.
I do quite like the Ignis. I'm not just picking it up because my pals bought one. I actually, I was quite adamant that he bought one because he was saying he wanted a fun little car. And I'd heard about these, and I'd heard about the gearbox, and I wanted to see how good it was, and it is. Slow as shit, like, you know, it's not fast. Well, that's half of the fun. Best wait for him to come round. We'll let him go round and down, and then we'll have a word with these sheep, shall we? Now then, alright. God, it is proper side down here. So hard. Come on.
What I tried to do this time is sort of centre the car, you know, in the middle of the actual shot. You know, all the way around.
You sounded like a professional.
Oh, right, the camera.
Still recording, like, yeah. You're not telling I still got my camera voice on. It's a lot of fun, this car, you know. I think it's more like because you flat out so much.
Yeah.
You're not often flat out. I mean, with how bumpy it is on these roads, I'm not sure how the sound quality is going to be. Whoa!
I think it went through the roof.
It's quite nice down these single trackers, isn't it?
Dips. You probably want to buy a harness.
I really don't know where we are.
Grantley.
I know where Masham is.
Mashed potato.
We need to end this video.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to end the video here because we need to figure out where we are and how we're going to get back. So, I hope you've enjoyed watching this little video about the Ignis Sport. Thanks to Walter for letting me have a blast around in it and for buying it. So, then I didn't have to buy one.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. If there's anything... so I try and get people to engage in the comments, you see, because then it's good for YouTube statistics.
Yeah.
So, do you want to ask them a question and then people can put their answers in the comments?
I don't know. Tell me what you think will rival the Ignis.
What's a good rival for the Ignis Sport?
Under £1,000 budget.
Right, but the thing you've got to remember is, because I know you're going to think of a lot of cars straight away, think about the gearbox. What else has got a gearbox like this for the money? Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Cut.
Cut. Right, so we're out in the wild. Just us and the Iggy Pop, the Ucky.
I'm trying to find a good song for the moment.
Right, we'll do a bit of question time.
Question and answers. I thought it'd be fun to get Walter to ask me some questions and then I'll answer them.
Right then.
I'm going to sit on here though.
Let's get this on. Let's just say first of all.
Is Tapao chai in your hand good for this? Or should I change it?
No, maybe change it actually.
We've got no signal round here, surprisingly. Right, we're just going to stop music round.
No music.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, we've not got any signal where we are because we're
not Steven Seagal.
No
signal.
No Steven Seagal. As you can see, look how far you can see. Class. So we've been having a lot of fun today, driving the Ignis on roads, just like this. It's good. So you got some questions for me. So I want you to put yourself in the mind of someone who's going to be on YouTube and they're going to be watching this and they're going to think, what are they going to comment? You ask me the questions. We're going to preempt what the YouTubers are going to be thinking. You're going to ask me the questions, and then maybe that way I'll be able to better explain my feelings and thoughts on the Ignis Sport. So
yeah. So basically, what do you think to the sort of rev range of the Iggy Pop?
The rev range, well, it's flat as fuck underneath, like $3,000, as you'd expect from any VVTi car, but up above, like when you're at like 4 and above, and you get that sweet spot. Once you're in 3rd gear and you're above that, you're in the power all the time through the gears anyway. So it's a lot of fun to work it and to get it up there. It does take, it's slow, like come on, it is slow.
It is slow, yeah.
It's not a fast car, but it's really rewarding to drive hard because you've got to work it really hard. And with the gear, I know I've said a lot about the gearbox already, but the gearbox makes it like super sweet, just beating on it, especially like on roads like this where, you know, you can only go up to about, you know, legal limits anyway. You know, you can't really push a car that fast.
Sorry, you look like one of the borrowers.
Oh, actually?
No, you're fine.
It's quite comfortable actually. I like this little shelf.
Yeah,
I
give some commentary
nice
on the shelf.
It's nice. It's a nice place to just pull over and chill and look at the surroundings.
It's got a good shelf life. Anyway.
Next question.
Okay, would you change anything about the Iggy Pop?
Would I change anything? I'd get the wheels redone. I think the standard wheels are nice because obviously they remind me of Integra wheels, but they definitely need a refurb.
The test of time.
Yeah,
you know,
the road salt and stuff's not been too kind of them, has they?
No.
The exhaust's a bit iffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like, it sounds good, but it could sound a bit sweeter, I think, with a nicer exhaust. Nothing loud or anything, just like a nice stainless or something. Cause you know, it's the standard exhaust, isn't it? And it's really, you got your little pea shooter here.
I've got like a wasp.
Yeah, I think it's blowing a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the exhaust's only like that big as well. So, but would I change the exhaust? Probably not. If this was my car now, I think I'd just keep driving it until something went wrong, which it probably wouldn't. It drives good. Oh, the brakes, there's a bit of a brake imbalance.
Yeah.
If you stamp on the brakes, it does just pull to the right slightly, so you know, you've got a bit of an imbalance on the brakes, but apart from that,
I mean,
maybe spend some money on like bushings and stuff, you know, you've got to get those bushings replaced, but it feels alright. And this is the brakes, really. It's probably like the only thing that needs attention, really, with the brakes.
Right. Okay.
Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Excellent.
Alright then, Chinese or carvery?
Can you flip the screen, sorry, because I'm a bit worried that you said I look like a borrower. Just stand back a bit. Do I look like a borrower?
I feel like the Little Britain scene.
Yeah.
Where I should be handing you stuff over and it's actually a lot bigger.
Right.
Who's going to write the theme tune, sing the theme tune?
You can flip the screen if you want now, it's alright.
So.
Stop, you keep stopping the camera.